There are few things as emotionally confusing and painful as being ignored by someone you care about. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or someone you love, the silence can feel deafening. You start questioning yourself. Did I say something wrong? Did I do something to upset them? Why are they pulling away? Psychologists say that being ignored triggers the same neural pathways as physical pain. That means your hurt is real. It's not just in your head. Being ignored stirs deep feelings of rejection, abandonment, and unworthiness. But in these moments, it's not about what the other person is doing. It becomes about how you respond. Your response determines whether you spiral into anxiety or rise in self-respect. Let's dive deep into 20 psychologically backed strategies you must adopt when someone begins to ignore you. This isn't just about moving on, it's about rising above. 1. Acknowledge the emotional pain, but don't let it define you. The first step is to acknowledge that you're hurt. Ignoring pain doesn't make it go away, it makes it louder. Sit with your emotions without judgment. Cry if you need to. Write in your journal. Speak to someone you trust. But don't let this pain become your identity. You are experiencing rejection, but you are not rejection itself. 2. Don't chase people who create distance. When someone starts ignoring you, your instinct might be to chase them. Text more, call them, ask what went wrong. But psychology shows that the more you chase, the more you teach them that it's okay to treat you with silence. People value what they work for. If you keep giving attention to someone who doesn't reciprocate, you devalue your own worth. Let them come to you or let them go. 3. Reflect on your patterns and triggers. Why does this person's silence hurt so much? It could be triggering something deeper. Maybe it reminds you of being emotionally abandoned as a child. Maybe you've always felt the need to earn love. When we react intensely to being ignored, it's often not about that specific person. It's about our inner wounds. Self-awareness is the first step toward healing. 4. Give them space. Without emotionally shutting down. Ignoring someone is a form of space-taking, sometimes passive-aggressively. Respond with mature emotional boundaries. Don't mirror their behavior with coldness, but don't keep investing energy either. Step back respectfully. Space reveals the real nature of relationships. If they care, they'll notice your absence. If they don't, you have your answer. 5. Focus on regaining emotional balance. When someone ignores us, our emotional balance is disrupted. To regain it, do things that soothe and strengthen your mind. Go for walks. Practice mindfulness. Engage in your hobbies. Listen to music. Build a daily routine that stabilizes you emotionally. Emotional independence is power. 6. Avoid playing mind games. Don't try to make them jealous or respond with the silent treatment just to teach them a lesson. This creates a cycle of toxicity. Psychology says emotional manipulation often backfires, especially if you are dealing with someone who is emotionally unavailable. Instead, act with maturity. When you hold your ground with peace, your presence becomes rare and valued. 7. Reconnect with supportive people. One person's silence should not drown out the voices of people who love and support you. Go where love flows. Connect with family, friends, or your community. When we feel rejected, our brain narrows its focus to the one person who is ignoring us. But real healing begins when we expand our perspective and realize we are not alone. 8. Let their behavior reflect themselves, not you. People ignore for many reasons: emotional immaturity, fear of confrontation, or manipulative tendencies. Their silence is a mirror of their emotional state, not yours. Don't internalize their behavior. Remind yourself, their silence speaks volumes about them, not your worth. 9. Set boundaries with clarity and confidence. If this is a repeated behavior, set clear emotional boundaries. Let them know, without anger, that being ignored isn't something you accept in close relationships. If they continue, choose distance over emotional chaos. Boundaries aren't walls, they're filters for self-respect. 10. Build self-worth through internal validation. When someone withdraws emotionally, it often shakes our self-esteem. Use this time to stop outsourcing your value. You don't need others to validate your existence. Your worth is not dependent on someone else's attention. Build inner confidence by doing things that make you proud of you. 11th, observe their patterns over time. Anyone can have a bad day, but if someone regularly disappears, ignores, or withdraws, you must believe the pattern. People show you who they are in patterns, not promises. Pay attention not just to what they say when they return, but what they consistently do. 12. Don't confuse silence with mystery. Some people appear attractive because they're emotionally distant. Don't mistake emotional unavailability for depth. The psychology of attachment shows that some people are drawn to avoidant personalities, mistaking the lack of response as emotional intensity. Learn to separate real connection from psychological confusion. 13. Avoid obsessive thinking loops. It's easy to spiral. Why are they doing this? What did I do wrong? Should I say something more? This mental loop creates emotional exhaustion. Instead, practice cognitive redirection. Every time your mind fixates on them, redirect your focus to something empowering. A goal, a passion, a new project. Train your mind to protect your peace. 14. Don't accept breadcrumbs. Sometimes people who ignore you come back with small acts of attention, a random message, a vague compliment, a like on your post. This is called breadcrumbing. Psychology says it creates emotional confusion, keeping you stuck in limbo. Don't fall for crumbs. You deserve a full-course meal of consistency and clarity. 15. Speak to a therapist if it triggers deep pain. If being ignored by someone causes overwhelming anxiety or trauma responses, it's wise to speak to a mental health professional. Therapy helps uncover subconscious patterns and brings clarity. There's no shame in seeking help. Healing is strength. 16. Practice self-respect in action, not just words. Don't just say you deserve better, live like it. Pull your energy back. Stop checking their online status. Don't analyze every silence. Start showing up fully for yourself. Self-respect is a daily choice, not a single declaration. 17. Make peace with not knowing. Sometimes closure never comes. They don't explain. They vanish. They act like you never mattered. That hurts. But peace doesn't always come from their explanation. It comes from your acceptance. Accept that not everyone has the emotional depth to give you the closure you deserve. 18. Don't let it define your future connections. Being ignored once doesn't mean everyone will treat you this way. Don't carry this pain into new relationships. Everyone isn't emotionally unavailable. There are people who listen, who respond, who stay. Keep your heart open, but your standards high. 19. Build a life so full that their absence feels small. Fill your days with purpose. Wake up with goals. Surround yourself with laughter. When your life is rich, vibrant, and aligned, one person's absence doesn't echo as loudly. Build a life that excites you more than their presence ever did. 20. Let go with grace, not bitterness. Sometimes the highest form of healing is to let go without needing an apology. Letting go doesn't mean you weren't hurt. It means you choose peace over revenge, grace over grudges. You rise above their silence, not by shouting, but by growing. Being ignored is painful, but it can also be a powerful turning point in your journey of self-worth. Remember, you are not invisible. You are not unworthy. You are not too much. The right people will never make you feel like you're hard to love. So take this pain and transform it into power. Because the moment you stop begging for attention and start honoring yourself, everything changes. You don't need them to see your worth. You need you to see it first. And once you do, they'll either rise to meet you or fade where they belong. Either way, you win.